Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Mercado de Lisboa, where today we're taking on the third wheel challenge. And I think, I went and rewatched that whole last episode, I think I did everything right. I think that was a legitimate score. It was just a good strategy. I fundamentally cannot feel comfortable when things are going well for me. And you saw that insecurity occur in great big flashing lights last time. But yeah, that's just me. That's just my brain doing that thing my brain does. It's not good. So today's challenge, the third wheel. Discard the 1, 2, and 4 customer tiles. Start the game with 4 coins. Try to make it to 80, 90, 100. Okay, that's not too difficult. So let's just go ahead and throw these away. So I believe at this point we are, we're at 8 fame, right? We got a 3, a 3, and a 2. So, we're on track for a good total score here. So, only 3 customer tiles. Let's talk about 3 customer tiles as a strategy. Not a lot of diversity here. So how many rows and columns of 3 stands can we make? We could okay, how about this? Something like this. Here, I'm going to grab these to use as examples. And then stands 7 and 8 are here and here. And that gives us 2 rows and 2 columns that have 3 stands in them. I don't know what the best way to balance the types of stands will be, but that'll at least give us... would it be best if all of the stands in one of the rows... would it be best if these were all one type and these were all a different type? Because, if this is all meat and that's all grape, then, right, several of the... 4 of the customers will have grape on them. That might be a thing to aim for. It could also be these 2 are the same, and then these 2 are the same, and then these 2 are the same. Because you wanna be able to score out as many of these customers on 3 stands as possible. So as long as any row or column has at most 2 different types of stands in it, you can just find the appropriate customer for that row or column, right? If we do these 2 are meat and then these 2 are grape, this customer goes here and still scores out all 3 of them. And then these 2 are grape and these 2 are plants, so you do the grape and plant customer here. Right? That's an idea. I think it's better if we build 3 stands in a row in one place, because that lets us fully score out 2 3 customer tiles at both ends of that row or column. But it might not be trivial to do. Okay, let's finish setting up here and then begin. We will give this a go. We get to start with 4 money. Let me do that now, or else I'm going to forget. Oh, I'm not even thinking about the restaurants. Right. If we do that box strategy, a pub in the middle obviously feeds 4 stands again, which is wonderful. And then you certainly have the ability to... You have the ability to play restaurants around the edges of that. But if we space the restaurants out a little bit more, we can put if we space the stands out a little bit more, we can put restaurants in between the relevant stands. And we also have to, of course, do this in such a way that we can actually pick up the restaurants we need. So maybe it ends up being better not to build them in, to keep that sort of rectangle idea, but not to build them all adjacent to each other. But if we don't build them all adjacent to each other, we lose the ability to have the pub score 4. Okay, if we're actually going to pick up restaurants, how are we going to do that? So if we extend it out, if we say that the corners of our shape are going to be here, 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 and here, that gives us room to build restaurants in between some of the stands for better scoring. But it still lets us play a pub here and affect 3 stands. And it means that all but 2 of the current restaurant locations are either going to get picked up by a stand or are going to at least end up adjacent to a stand. The value of which, of course, is that that gives us an easy way to do that string of restaurant replacements and still leave restaurants in positions where they will be relevant. We could run it all the way out to the edges too. We could make the 4 corners of our box be here, and then every stand is in a position where or every restaurant is in a position where it is potentially relevant. That does make the pub worse, though. It means the pub can affect at most 2 stands, right? Because if we... Yeah, it's going to be tricky to tell which one of those is the higher scoring play, and I think to some extent it's going to depend on exactly what our arrangement of stands ends up looking like. Problem. That's not great news. Okay. Let's just start playing and we'll try to figure it out. So, it is a little bit awkward that, it's a little bit awkward that the stands we're getting are where they are. Oh, right, and also one of the corners of the shape has to be on top of a restaurant, otherwise we'll never be able to pick up any restaurants, and everything will be a nightmare. Okay, let's go fish restaurant here. Or fish stand, pick up sushi restaurant. You know, there's only a couple words in the rules of this game. If I could just stop saying stand and restaurant interchangeably, it would be so much clearer what I am trying to express. So that costs 1. Let's grab another fish restaurant. So we're definitely going to want at least 2 of them. Okay, so maybe we end up making a row of 3 plant stands. That's probably good. Can you tell how incredibly certain I feel about that? So, where do we want to put this restaurant down? Right now we have fish plus meat customer up. We don't have any of the plant customers showing, which does make me a little nervous. Also, this is going to be expensive, right? Building this shape out. It's going to be a little awkward. So what we want to do is... If our box effectively is composed of 3 rows and 3 columns, right? We want to build restaurants in unique row-column combinations such that we're paying, or stands, such that we're paying 1 coin each for the first 3 stands. So let's build flower stand over here. I think this is the plan. We're gonna try this shape. We shall see. We shall see if that is sensible at all. Alright, so that's only going to cost us 1 again. I'm going to go ahead and grab another flower stand. I think we actually do want all 3 of these, so I'm not going to try to force a flush. Okay, interesting. So then we do 3 fish, 3 flowers. It's a little awkward. Maybe we do it as a square again, a 4 square. The pub ends up affecting at most 2 restaurants that way, or 2 stands. But we do get to have a fish stand here and a fish stand here, and then we drop the sushi restaurant there, and that's affecting 2 stands at least. Alright, something like that. Something like that. So, we want this to be plant. With the stuff we have showing right now, I guess we can go grape and meat as the 2 off stands. It's going to mean there's a couple of customer cards that are really weak. This thing's only going to be able to actually score 1 stand. It'll be fine, though. It'll be fine. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that thing. I know I have a tendency to just, like, get into talking about the plan and not executing so much, and I apologize. So we may as well just go ahead and do that thing, right? Well, like, we know we want to do this. Let's place this here, get a coin. We're going to end up placing this here and taking a coin as well. The burger stand, I guess, can end up right there. If we place, like, plant, burger, a meat stand here. And then fish, and the grape stand can go in one of these two positions. And then we're not using tomato at all, so these pizza restaurants can be used to, like, go into the corners and pick up the stuff we're gonna have a hard time getting a hold of otherwise. Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, let's build a couple more stands then. We have a moment here. So I'm gonna put down, I guess there's no version of this though where I don't end up paying 2 for everything else, right? If I had planned this out a little bit better, we could have saved 1 total coin. We could have played down 1 more stand at a cost of 1, but I didn't. So we're just gonna play stuff. I'm just gonna put this in the corner at a cost of 2. We're gonna grab 3rd plant stand. Then I'm gonna put, so what if we put the grape stand here and a fish stand here, then this can be a pub, and then we can pick this up and use it to grab that. I am not opposed. That's going to cost all of the rest of our dollars here. We're going to grab another fish stand. We're going to complete this fish line next so that we can start using the fish customers, I think. So let's put down the pub in the center. Gain $1. Put down this thing to this side. Gain $1. And then we're gonna put the grape stand here, so this can be wine restaurant. Gain me $1. We're just throwing the pizza restaurant away to pick up the other pizza restaurant. And then we want to use this to grab this corner. We can place this plant restaurant in that corner. Yeah. Because there'll be a plant stand here, so that makes sense. So opening the tea restaurant gets us another $1. We put down the wine restaurant here for another $1. We put down this burger restaurant in this position for another $1. And then this thing has to go here for it to make any sense. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to, last time I took a thing, I forgot to deal a new stand out. Alright, I think we've got our plan pretty much in shape then. So we put this down. It is expensive. That gets us that. Nope. Get over here. And then I'm definitely not doing this in the most cost-effective way. We are going to end up having spent a little bit more money than we had to here, just so that I could run the plan in a way where I can keep it straight in my head. And who knows, maybe that ends up costing us some fame. So let's see, there's another 2-cost play available. We should just go ahead and make that. Get over there. Oh no, sorry, that is a 3-cost play. Wait a minute. There is another 2-cost play available, and it's this. Let's do that. 1, 2. Okay. Now, from here, all of our plays become 3s. And if I had done that in that order, if I'd placed the plant stand here, that would have been a 3, and it would have made this a 3. So hey, I saved us a point. We'll take this, but we won't use it. then we go ahead and play this here for 3. And then we do have to play some customers before we can put down our final restaurant. So, we did get all of the weak customers first. Let's just, any fish customer going here is fine. But I guess if we're gonna play... actually, I did this, like, in a terrible way, didn't I? Also, I guess technically I do have to take a stand and draw out a new stand here. Yeah, because, like... Alright, this customer is always going to be bad. We're just going to spend this customer to get them out of the way. So, wine stand. 4 points. So 4-point wine stand multiplied by 3 customers gives us 12 money. Nope, sorry, can't do that. Can't lay... We should be at 1. Can't lay that down there. There's not 3 customers in that column. Right. So I guess we'll just, whatever. We'll just put this down here. It's fine. Ideally, it would be like the fish meat customer and the plant meat customer would go here. I'm definitely losing some overall score by having played by stands in the wrong order, because this needed to be down earlier given the customers that we have showing. Didn't really think about it all the way. Ah well, foolishness. Okay, so that is a 1-point stand and a 4-point stand and a 2-point stand for 7 points of restaurant times 3 is 21 total dollars. Then we deal out a new customer. Okay. So yeah, this would be okay to play here. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. So that is a 2-point stand plus a 4-point stand multiplied by 3 is 18. Then we should actually do this before I forget. So $3 makes that happen. Technically, I am required to take things. Let's take things. Okay. And you know what? The existence of challenges like this makes it clearer. I found absolutely no rules guidance, by the way, on whether or not our finishing position for Challenge 2 was okay. But a challenge like this makes it pretty explicitly clear that it was, right? Because this will not necessarily, this challenge cannot reach any of the normal endgame conditions, because there just won't be enough spaces filled around the edge of the market. Okay, so now we put, fish, another fish customer for another 21. This gets us to 58. Plant customer, hooray. But it's plant meat customer, so we just need to get plant customers though. No, I'm gonna put it here. So that's a 2-point and a 3-point. So 5 times 3 is another 15 to 73. And then we got a bunch of real garbage. Just absolute crap. Well, we have to cycle through some of this stuff just to get to the rest of the good customer tiles. So I guess let's just burn this one here. It'll score a crushing 9 points. Really living the dream there. Alright, here we go. Real tiles. So, plant, that's a 2-point and a 2-point and a 2-point for 18, which takes us to 100. And hey, we did it. Fish grape customer should definitely go here. So that's a 1 and a 4. Gets us another 15. That's... I said 15 out loud as I was typing. And then obviously this is very good. 2, 2, and 2 again. Gets us another 18. And like we did it, right? And then we cannot play any more customers. That's all the legal plays. So I guess I may as well score that out. So 18 puts us at 133 to finish. Which is definitely solidly in the 3 fame point region. It seems like maybe some of these challenges are a little on the easy side. It kind of makes me wonder, was the specialist really easy and I just totally donked it? Like, was it the same difficulty level as the rest of these? Or are they maybe a little bit less balanced among each other than that? Because there's no reason that they would need to all be the same difficulty. I guess I just sort of assumed. But anyway, yeah. 3 fame points for 100 coins, they say. Feeling pretty okay about this. Again, in case you're wondering, though, yes, the alarm bells are going off in my head. I am worried that I screwed up, because, boy, it sure looks like a good score. I am scoring customers, right? Every matching stand in the corresponding row or column earns coins. 1 coin for having a stand, add 1 coin for each orthogonally adjacent restaurant that matches the stand, and then multiply that sum of coins by the number of customers on the tile. Yes. Yes, I did, in fact, do it correctly. It's just a lot of points. It's just a lot of points if you set it up correctly. Well, cool, then. I guess that's what we're going to call it for today. We're doing pretty well. That puts us on, 11 points at this phase of the thing, which is already a pretty reasonable scoring category. And I am thinking that we're probably going to be able to make it into the 20 to 27 bracket as long as we keep planning sensibly at the beginning of the challenge. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope people are enjoying this. I'm having a good time, even if it is making me nervous that I'm doing so well. When you come back next time, later today, a little bit later on, we'll be taking on Challenge 5, Last Call. Set up the game as usual, but discard all of the customer tiles except 1 random 1, 2, and 3 customer tile, and 4 random of the 4 customer tiles. To score any fame points at all, you must bring in at least 3 of the 4 customer tiles. Okay, that one sounds like it's going to be more challenging. Come back next time a little bit later today to see us go up against something that might embarrass me a little bit. And we'll see you then.